You had also mentioned something about a product called HandyWave. This is one of your top sellers with Grainger. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that and what makes ours different from other touchless switches?
Sure, absolutely, James. So HandyWave is a product that Essex introduced that utilizes a Doppler radar technology, which provides it's a very reliable, very consistent bidirectional detection from the switch. This the type of detection we've all seen in terms of law enforcement because they use it to measure the speed of a vehicle. Traditional infrared switches, are susceptible to types of interference. You can put a piece of tape or chewing gum, dirt, ice, various things on the surface of it, and it will affect the operation. So they ultimately, infrared, and another one is referred to as capacitive type touchless. They provide more of an inconsistent user experience in the switches. We've all used touchless faucets and automatic paper towel dispensers that only work some of the time. A lot of times you got to do it multiple times, and it's still they typically fail because the sensor lens is dirty. There's some kind of material or other types of interference that affect those. But ultimately, the Doppler radar, it's microwave. So because it will read through. We've actually read this through, a sheet of plywood or ice, various materials that, essentially don't interfere with the detection of that signal. One other thing that the HandyWave products offers is the an adjustable read range or detection zone within the switch. So typically the infrared or capacitive switches are either fixed or have a very limited read range. The HandyWave product actually can be adjusted anywhere from about 2 inches out to about 2 feet. So depending on the application, it fills a wider variety of application because of the fact that it can be adjusted depending on the environment that it's been installed.
Wow, that's great to hear. And the adjustability part, I could see that being very beneficial, especially in a healthcare situation. Say you're pushing a patient, on a gurney or in a medical bed down the hallway to another room, and instead of having to stop to push a button or anything like that, you could set it so that it just senses you coming, and it'll automatically open the doors. That way, you can cut down on some time and get that person to wherever they need to be quickly. So good stuff there.
Yeah. One other thing I'll add, James, is in addition to that. So on the lower end, if you want to, you picture something in a healthcare setting like a surgical suite within a hospital, and in that environment they want to turn it down to only a couple of inches, because they don't want unintended triggering of the switch. They want to make sure that the surgeon, when they're ready to go in. And they may set it to, just a couple of inches, but, so that's where the flexibility of the product comes in.
Yeah, great. And we actually just added a bunch of new SKUs for the HandyWave line of products where there are different sizes as well as different colors and finishes. So stainless steel is a standard, but we also have white, we have black, we have some that have a manual override button in case something happens where it's not operating as it's designed to. You can push a button to manually open it. So great to hear about all of that.